Thanks, Veronica. We'll go on to my slide, please. Thanks. So, hi, everyone. Thank you so much for taking time out tonight to come and listen to all of us. I want to thank my teammates that have already spoken before me. The amount of work that goes into putting our programs together is collaborative and very much a team effort, just like it is in our school systems with everything that our teachers do. As a former teacher, I know exactly what goes on a daily basis. So for all of you teachers out there, especially, and our administrators working hard for our children, as you can see mine in the picture with me, I am extremely grateful for all the work that you do. He is a 6th grader and love of my life, calls me Mum, and gotta love this kid. He's now 5'2", 120 pounds, is playing defensive end on his tackle football team. I blinked because I was rocking him the other day, you know, and it felt that it just, all of a sudden he's almost as big as I am. We love animals and we love our zoos. And just a fun fact, I have actually ridden on a camel, I've actually touched an elephant, and I have fed a tiger cub. So just, you know, I'm not all about the sports. I also love my animals too. So next slide, please, thanks. So here you see what looks like our progression, and some of my teammates have already talked about this. And so our young athletes and our middle levels, which both Melissa and Mackenzie are working very hard to continue to develop these programs. I have the very distinct honor and pleasure of working with a lot of our high schools across the state and in our Scholastic Unified Sports. And as a former teacher in the high school and a special educator, I got a chance to see firsthand what this means to students that play on a unified team, both as either a unified partner or as an athlete. When their school supports them, there's rallies, there's state championships, there's competition. Kids love competition. And so when a kid comes into my classroom, shows me his medal and says, look, Miss Netto, we won the bocce state tournament and we won a gold medal. And he had tears in his eyes and his teammates are hugging him. And that's a feeling that you know, I can't even imagine what that does for that child, for that team, for the school, for that family. It's an incredible feeling. And so this is one of the reasons why I love my job so much, and will continue to support all of you and all of our school systems in making sure that our programs are up to date and are relevant and our coaches are well supported. 94%, there's that number. It's a very big number of athletes and partners say unified sports made them healthier, and 91% of our athletes and partners reported improvement in sports skills. This is fitness for life. This is something that they can do for the rest of their lives. Everybody can do. So this is one of these reasons why we want to continue our programs. Next slide, please, Veronica. And so we don't just stop at the high school. We also want to let you know that there are programs at the college level. We have partnerships with many colleges in the area and surrounding area, and that we are working to build and to let our families know that there's more after high school. And what does that look like? And so, as you can see at the bottom of the slide, we have lots and lots of programs throughout the state in our community. And this is one of the pieces that I'm working on with our development team, is to make sure that there is some more transition from high school into our community, into our college base. So that is one of my foundations as well, and not just working on our programs. And just again, my fun fact, 79% of unified sports teammates without an intellectual disability reported increased understanding of people with intellectual disabilities. That's an important statistic, and that's an important gap that we're trying to close. Next slide, please. So I don't necessarily need to, you know, read everything here as far as what does it do to be an athlete, but just as a reminder for those of you who may not know, we offer 5 sports. That is the most number of interscholastic sports that offer a state competition in the country. So we are very proud of what we do and work very hard as a team and an organization and with your schools and with everybody that supports, whether as a coach, whether as a volunteer. I don't definitely do this by myself. And I am blessed to have chair people for each of the sports: tennis, indoor bocce, strength and conditioning, outdoor bocce, track and field. So I have people that oversee and work with me in these programs in each one of our counties that work with us. there's somebody else that also works directly with coaches. So we have an incredible team that works for our student athletes all across the state. Next slide, please. So just again, as a reminder, what is the mission of Special Olympics? Athletic competition in a variety of Olympic type sports. That's why you see the 5 sports that we offered. We may look in the future to be adding perhaps one more, possibly 2, but in the meantime, just to let you know, these are Olympic type sports and why these are the ones that we chose. So some people are saying, well, why don't we have this? Why don't we have that? Because this is what we also offer at the national and international levels. And these are successful programs here for the state of Maryland. Next slide, please. So when you get a chance, listen to Rob Havenstein, who was a former Unified partner and a high school graduate of Linganore up in Frederick County, and now a Los Angeles Ram. There's a great video that he had put out as to why Unified Sports was special to him. And as you can see here, the reasons why people need to come out and train. You can read that at your own time. Next slide, please. Just to let you know also, we are offering virtual components for our athletes and our coaches. And these are in different formats. And so throughout this fall and toward the end of first semester, you'll be seeing more of these guides coming out through your coaches and athletic directors and programs. And the first part of it is the Fit 5 program, and the bottom, which is super neat, is called the School of Strength. And I'm excited to roll those out. Next slide, please. This is a resource page for everybody on how to get to everything, things to do from home, research as to the advantages and the reasons why interscholastic sports and sports in general is good for everybody, and some of these videos. Next slide, please. Sorry, I'm speaking fast, but the most important piece, I believe, of all of this is our return to play. As we all know, Governor Hogan put out a memo, and Dr. Salmon, about high school sports and competition. And basically, just to let you know, we are aware, and the steps that were taken in certain counties are bringing back students to play on school campuses. So with that, we have an internal team working together with some core people around the state to make decisions based on what the governor has said, to make sure that we have all the pieces and components in part and ready for everybody to participate in a healthy and safe manner. And just as a reminder, we as Special Olympics Maryland will not host any state competitions for fall or winter sports seasons. So if the counties choose to do something, it will be probably within inter-county, but it will not be at a state competition level. Virtual resources and in-person coaches guides are in development, and they will be available in the next couple of weeks. And the second semester plans are going to be reviewed with the MPSSAA and other local school system personnel. And if you have any questions or concerns or any comments, my information is at the bottom of the slide, and I'll be happy to help anybody. And welcome back to sports, everyone. Thanks, Ron.